Hey, we're going to be comparing two massage therapy guns today. This is the Nordic Track Pulse Tech Percussion Massage Therapy Gun that we picked up at Sam's Club. And on this side here, we've got the TruRelief Impact Therapy Device, a percussion massage gun that we picked up at Costco. We'll be scoring the two devices on 6 categories today. The first is going to be price. The second one is going to be the accessories that come with the devices. The third one is going to be the size/weight of each device. The fourth category is going to be the intensity that each device can produce. The fifth category is going to be the battery/charging capabilities of each device. And the last 6th category is going to be the ease of use of each device. Now, my name is Dr. David Midoff, and I'm a specialist physical therapist at El Paso Manual Physical Therapy. And this channel is dedicated to helping people stay healthy, active, and mobile while avoiding unnecessary surgeries, injections, and pain medications. Please subscribe to our channel and make sure you hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of the helpful videos that we post every single week. Be sure to watch to the end of the video so that you can hear my specialist advice on which device you might get for your specific situation. So let's get into it, guys. The first category is price. The percussion massage gun from Sam's Club, we picked it up for $80. It's $79. Now, it was on sale. Both devices were actually on sale when we picked it up, but we did some more research, and this one hovers at around $100 if you don't catch it on sale. So that's a pretty good price. Now, comparatively, the TruMedic TruRelief percussion massager from Costco was at $100. We picked it up also on sale from Costco, but it does typically run $130 to $140 without a sale. So when it comes to price, the Sam's Club massage gun will take the point here. Let's go on to the next category, accessories. So I'm gonna move these boxes aside and let's open up each of our percussion guns here. This is the Nordic Track, the Sam's Club gun. You can see the cases are different sizes, by the way. And if we talk about the accessories, that's what the inside of that one looks like. And over here, the TruMedic TruRelief device looks like so. When it comes down to the accessories, the device on this side here from Sam's Club comes with 4 tools that you can attach to your gun. And the one from Costco comes with 5 tools. Now, to compare them both, the most commonly used tools are these little foam balls that come with them. The one that comes from Costco is significantly bigger. I mean, that's like almost like a racquetball size, a little smaller, maybe lacrosse ball size. And this is like a small golf ball. It's a little bit smaller than a golf ball size. Now, they're both about the same firmness and softness, and the texture is exactly the same. So they're probably the exact same material. This one's just smaller, the one that comes from Sam's Club. This one's definitely bigger. Now, I'm just gonna compare the similar tools. Here's the one that comes from the Sam's Club percussion massager, and here's the one that comes from the Costco one. And they're almost the same size. The one from Costco is just subtly bigger. The materials are about the same. They feel the same, but you can see this one's just a little taller when I stack them up this way. And then you have your, let me go in order here. This is the pinpoint massager from the Sam's Club one, and this is the one from Costco. And it's a little bit longer, the Sam's Club one. This one's a little stubbier, but they're about the same circumference. I'd say maybe the Costco one is slightly thicker. And then here you have your flathead one that's used for like superficial massage. And the one from Sam's Club is also just subtly smaller than the one from Costco. And then Costco offers this chisel tip, which I really like. I think this one was pretty cool. So that's the accessory for that. When it comes down to accessories, I think the Costco percussion massage gun takes the point here. Now let's go on to the size and weight of each of these devices. So here is the percussion massage gun from Sam's Club, and here's the one from Costco. And as you can see, the Sam's Club one is significantly smaller than the one from Costco. But when it comes to weight, the Costco one is actually lighter than the Sam's one. Even though this one's smaller, the Costco one is lighter. So this one's heavier, but smaller. Now when I measure it, I've got my measuring tape here. This device is, measure right in front of you here, comes in at about just under 6 inches before you put on any attachment, and It's about 6.5 inches tall. This device here comes in at almost 7 inches long. And we're looking at about 9 inches tall. So this is significantly bigger, but it's just modestly lighter. They're both almost the same weight. Looking at the specs, this one didn't come with any specs, and I couldn't find anything online, and I don't have a scale with me to get you the exact weight, but it's maybe 1/4 pound, a few hundred grams heavier than the Costco one. I'd say they're almost the same weight, but this one just is significantly smaller. It just feels lighter in my hand. I just naturally want to grip it like this. It just feels easier to grip than this thing. So when it comes to size and weight, I think the point goes to the Sam's Club tool here. All right, let's talk about intensity now. How powerful are these devices? Now, the Sam's Club percussion massager caps out at 2,400 RPMs. I'm just going to attach the ball here so you can see what that looks like. Let's attach the ball on this one as well. The attachments go in really easy. So I'm going to move them both to the highest settings, and we'll talk about the settings here in a moment. I just want to show you the intensity first. That's the lowest setting there. There's the lowest setting there. And I could feel it. I don't know if you could see it. The frames per second in the video here might not catch everything, but this one is definitely moving a little more powerfully than the Sam's one. I'm going to take it up to the highest speed here. So it's the highest speed on this one. And the Costco one is definitely vibrating more intensely than the Sam's Club one. This one just feels a lot weaker than the one from Costco. This one's more powerful, and of course I'm sure that's attributed to the size of the device, but this is definitely at its highest speed, more intense. You have more RPMs, and when it comes to force, I'm just put this on my thighs here, you can feel a massive difference. This is just vibrating a lot more intensely than the Sam's Club one. So when it comes to the intensity between each device, the Costco percussion massage gun takes the point here. Let's go on to the fifth category, battery life and charging. Over here with the Sam's Club percussion massage gun, charging is interesting. This is the charging cable that comes with it. It's a normal USB cable that has a USB-C cable, and it attaches right here on the base of this little protrusion here on the end. And it plugs into any USB block that you have for like a phone charger or other similar device. So I thought that this was, a little skimpy on their part. I would have liked a block to have come with this, or some attachment that I can just directly plug into the wall. A block would have been ideal, because I feel like I gotta go buy a block for this thing. I mean, I have plenty around the house, but they're already dedicated to other devices that I have to charge and use. So I feel like I'd be I'd have to displace one of my other devices, or I'd be throwing off my family's charging schedule and routine. But overall, I think, there's some ups and downs to this. The blocks are pretty ubiquitous. They're everywhere. Everybody has a smartphone these days, and it's not too hard to find a charger block. So that might work well for you. And then the other advantage to this is the USB-C port is becoming more and more common. So you might find it easier to charge this device in case you lose your charger cable that comes with it. Now the battery life on this is 3.5 hours. That's actually a good while for such a device like this. And that probably explains why this is heavier despite it being smaller than the Costco version, because batteries are typically what weigh quite a bit. Now let's talk about Sam's percussion massage gun and its battery life. Its battery life is expected to be about 3 hours long, and when you have to charge it, it comes with this charger cable. I prefer this personally over the, having to go find my own block, because I don't need a block for this. But you have this kind of adapter on the end, and it fits right down in here. And I feel like if I lose this thing, I'm screwed. I gotta go order another one. Some devices out there might be adaptable to this one, but they're just not as common as USB charging devices. So I like the USB charging devices. Even a USB-C I have more of those these days than I have these older chargers. I think I have a handheld vacuum that has this kind of attachment, maybe a a humidifier or two that works with this thing as well. But I don't have many devices compared to the USB chargers. Another big feature that's talked about on the box of this device, I haven't verified with the company yet how this exactly works, but it comes with, I don't know if you can see this on the box here, let me zoom in a bit, a lifetime guarantee of the battery. That is awesome. So now, even though the battery life of this device is only 3 hours, if you're using this quite a bit and you end up running the battery down, you can technically ask them to replace the battery or replace the device, however the company works to do this, and the battery has a lifetime guarantee. You can use this thing forever as long as the rest of the components are okay. Now, it does come with a warranty registration card right here. The Sam's Club one did not come with that. So I know this one costs a bit more, but I think they do that to cover all the costs of replacing the device in case you need it, making sure that you can get a lifetime guarantee on the battery. So when it comes to battery and charging, I will give the point over to the Costco percussion massage gun. It's just a little more superior compared to the Sam's Club one. Now let's talk about the final category, ease of use. The Sam's Club percussion massager fits super nice in my hand. I mean, the handle it just fits really nicely. I have bigger hands than probably the average person, but it just feels very comfortable. My children were holding this device and they didn't have any trouble doing it. They're 9 and 7 years old, so this one felt very comfortable in their hands. Compared to this one, they looked a little more clumsy holding this one. Although, just a recommendation, don't let your kids play with these unsupervised. Make sure that you watch them. That's what I was doing. So this device is just a little easier to handle. Because it's not as long, it's easier to get leverage on yourself whenever you're reaching on your body, especially your back. For instance, I'm gonna turn it on here. Let's put it to the middle setting. If I'm reaching right here and I want to put a lot of pressure through there to dig into a knot, I don't have to reach as far because the device is just smaller. Ooh. Now when I grab this device, about halfway, it's just a little bit bigger, so it's a little harder to handle than the other one. Now, if you're a bigger person, this probably won't be a big deal for you. Honestly, this doesn't feel bad in my hand. Like I said, I have pretty big hands, but if you're a smaller person, you have smaller hands, or you tend to drop things, you're not the best, the most coordinated at holding something, especially when it vibrates like this, you might look at the smaller device for your ease of use. The other part to factor into ease of use is the portability of the tool. If you're somebody who likes to travel with something like this and pack it away in a suitcase, well, as you can see here, the case is a lot bigger for the Costco percussion massage gun versus the Sam's Club massage gun. So if you like to tuck this away into your suitcase or a backpack and take it with you on the road or anywhere you're traveling, you can see here the cases are significantly different in length. If I put this one in front, they're almost the same height, but this one's got an extra few inches sticking out this way. And then weight-wise, this case is just a lot heavier than this one. Even though the gun itself is lighter from Sam's, this case is just a lot heavier. So if you're worried about not loading up your suitcase, especially with travel restrictions and all that stuff, with weight restrictions on your suitcase, this might be a better option for you if you're going to travel with the device. So let's get to the end here. Overall, it is a tie. There's different variables for each gun that make it better in some cases and some better for other cases. Now, my personal opinion as a specialist physical therapist, when you would consider getting the Nordic Track percussion massage gun from Sam's Club is if you got smaller hands, if you plan on traveling with this device, and if you don't feel like you need that much power. I mean, this still has some good power and you can still massage yourself pretty good, but if you're just generally a smaller person, like say, 5'6", 5'5", as far as height and under, then this gun should probably provide all the power that you need to massage your whole body everywhere you are. Unless you've got really dense muscles, like you're a athletic build, you've got really thick muscles, I would go with getting this one. Now, if you are a bigger person, you're closer to 6 feet tall, you think you need more power, you're more the athletic type, and the hand size thing doesn't bother you too much, then I would definitely go with the Costco version. This thing just packs more power. I think that you'll get more bang for your buck, especially with the battery life of this and the lifetime warranty on the battery. This device is just a lot better. Now, something that I didn't factor in, because I don't think many people worry about it much these days with these devices being relatively similar, is noise levels. I'm just going to turn these on for you one at a time so that you can compare the noise levels. And they're almost the same, but the Costco one is just a bit louder. And I'll talk as it's on so that you can compare that. I don't really have to yell to overpower the loudness of this one. It's not that loud. Let's put this one on at its highest setting. There it is. It just hums quietly. I have a baby at home that's 8 months old, and she'll sleep through that no problem. I think even adults and everybody can sleep through that no problem. It is not loud. And even when we attach any of the attachments here, it doesn't really change the noise that much. It might just change a bit if you put it on your body. But you're not going to be talking with this generally unless you're around people. If you're by yourself and trying to keep quiet, it's not that loud. So let's compare that to the Costco one. Just a little bonus comparison here. That's the loudest setting right there. I mean, maybe it's a little on the louder end. Let me take out the attachment and see if that's any different. About the same. And when you put it on your body, oh, it's much more powerful. That's the noise you get from it. And I think if you're biasing more towards power, sound's probably going to be less of a factor for you. And for an extra $20 to $40, the power might be worth it for you. The portability, though, that's where you suffer a bit. So you just got to weigh all these factors and figure out what is best for you. And then also consider where your membership's at. If you have a Sam's Club membership or a Costco membership, that might influence things a bit. Find links in the description below to purchase your device. Sam's Club and Costco, they tend to run out of their inventory. So we've linked some similar products that are comparable to these devices as far as size, weight, and all the features that we talked about today. And if you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below. We'd love to help you out. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and hit subscribe. Thanks, guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.